Hello, people. I welcome you guys back to town. Although odd as to why I'm returning to this, I'm returning to the game because 5 months ago I uploaded a video in regards to building and how to build and some stuff. Now I messed up. I messed up big time. I I was shy back then. I'm not as shy as I was, so I find it easier to come back and fix what I had done wrong and hopefully have this video be more informative than my last two videos. Now, I will be listing down in the comments the commands, the other two videos, if something I may have missed isn't in this video. Now, if it isn't, I apologize, but I will do my best to fix what I had messed up originally. Now, without further ado, let me go ahead and begin now. All right, to start us off, we need two things. Firstly, we need the builder's tool. To get the building tools or the Btools, all you have to do is do the simple command that you can see in the text chat. Do note that you need to be within the group to get builder's tool or building tools or FEX, however you want to call it. The second thing, and to actually be able to make a base, you need to do the command createplot. Now, I believe you can do control exclamation mark C plot. No, you cannot. There's a shorter way of doing it, but to create a plot, all you have to do is do that to get the builder's tools. All you need is to do that simple command and to join the group that will be in the description of this video. I will also submit the game and of course group together. Plus, I will put a timestamp for every thing that I explain because of course I want to make sure that this is informative to people and that they understand. Now, anyways, on to the next part. Parts. Whenever you, of course, as you see me, I have just created a plot, or not plot, a part. To create a part, what you need to do is press J. If you go to the new part tool, you can see the different types of parts that can be used. Wedge, uh, truss, corner, cylinder, ball, seat, vehicle seat, and of course the spawn, and then normal. So whenever you are making a plot and you want to, let's say, uh, okay, let's say you want to get a bunch of parts in. It's simple, really. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. So, whenever you are creating parts and you want to clone it quickly, you can do one of two things. One, you can press Shift C. That will duplicate the blocks once, I believe. Yeah, it'll duplicate the blocks once. Or what you can do is press J and just kind of repeatedly click. Now, of course, as you see, I have a bunch of parts. I'm doing whatever with them, moving them around. etc., etc. As a little helpful tip, if you want to move a lot of blocks around, what I would advise you to do, stand at a corner like this and drag over it. Now, as you can see, I am able to move all of these. Sometimes, whenever you want to just drag a few, pretty simple. If you want to move once, if you want to move a bunch, just drag and hold. Pretty simple. Moving on. Now it's time to build the plot. Before I do start, in the original video, I mentioned something about the increment. Now, someone in the comments, I don't remember who off the top of my head, said that there was a certain increment that was pretty good to use. I forget what it is exactly, but I'll probably list the increments as well for the building section, which will be the current timestamp of 6 minutes to however long it'll take me. I'll go ahead and go through every little part about it, but I will be skipping some of the builds, but I will be explaining how I did what I did. Now, let me go ahead and set this up. For the increment size, what I would advise you do is 0.1. This, well, 0.01 also works. As you can see, it allows me to flatten it pretty nicely, but it depends on what you want to do. I would also do the same for this, or at least have this be 0.1. For the resize part, 0.02 works pretty well. For the move tool, 0.01. Now, if you want to move it farther, all you can do, or all you have to do, put it to 1. There you go. You can move it pretty fast. But I find 0.1 just easier. Plus, the move's the same. So if you want to do something like that, you can. Now, normally, whenever I personally start to build a base, what I like to do is get it as close to the barrier as possible. And after this, I put it flat to the ground like that. And I expand it out on all sides. Now, why I'm doing this in specific. Also, I should let you know something. Whenever you are, let's say that this was all the way down there, and I wanted to move it all the way up here. As you can see, it kind of goes back to where it was at before because my cursor is out of bounds. But if I was to move it a little bit back in, also it depends on where you're standing. I believe, I don't know if it works if you're standing on it. Oh no, it does. Yeah, it works like that. Well, when you're standing on, or if you try to pull this out to the very end, it'll snap back to its original starting location, which it is annoying, but a way to counter that is just kind of move it, stop it, and then move it again, and then right where you want to keep it at, just kind of move it slowly. Hence why it's at 0.01. Now you can go a step further and do 0.0 or 2 zeros and 1, and that'll allow you to move it much closer to the edge for both. I mean, I don't really know why you would need to do 0.01 or 0.001, but hey, it works. And as you can see, I have a platform, or I will have a platform. There we go, I have a platform. Pretty simple as that. Now, do note you don't have to do this. You don't have to make a platform. But personally, for me, whenever I am building or whenever I build in any game that allows me to change the increments, I like to set a platform of what I'm going to build on because it'll help me manage that easier. Now, moving on to is the material tool. There's a few different prime tools they can use, like the rotate, surface, collision, which I'll show you what that does in a moment. The mesh, lighting, texture, part, of course, which is very important. Uh, Material, as said before, paint, and of course, resize and move. The material tool allows you to accidentally flashbang your viewers. I apologize about that. That also flashbanged me. Ow. Moving on. The material tool allows you to choose among one of the following materials here. Like me, for an example, I like to use brick. It looks good. It it's basic, but it has a nice aesthetic to it. But of course, you can do stuff like metal, which looks clean as hell. Diamond plate, which looks funky. Cobblestone, basic. Granite also looks pretty cool. Slate, smooth plastic, which normally is what it is. Wood, wood planks, and whatever you want to use. That's up to you, not me. Hell, you can go ham with whatever you want to build. However, moving on. Now, normally for certain stuff, also for the rotate tool, I would suggest you do 0.01. Similarly, it just really works like a charm. It allows you to move stuff so much easier and really it makes life much easier. Now, if you have a personal preference, you could use your personal preference. That is up to you. However, I am going to show you a way to make it a type of door. Now, of course, you don't have to make it like this. You can do however you want to do it. Or, hell, even a secret entrance. So, as an example, let's say I have a wall here, a wall here, and a wall here. Simple, easy, and basic. Nothing too big, nothing too fancy. I don't really mind that it isn't even. You can fix that yourself. If, let's say, you want a secret door and you're trying to figure out how to make a secret door that only you would know about. As you can see here, I have 3 different parts. Now, normally, all you would really need is a simple part, like one single. because if I wanted to, all I have to do, put that there, boom, boom. I have a wall. I've become Trump. I have a wall. I hope that doesn't bite me in the ass later on in the future. But anyways, moving on. Actually, I should mention, if you ever accidentally delete or move something that you don't want to, the best, personally, in my opinion, the best key has to be the undo and redo key. It saved my build so many times, and I will also put that in the link below, or not links, but the description below, because I'm telling you, that'll help save your build. Now, moving on, removing this, I want a secret passage. So how am I going to do this? Simple, really. There are two things that you can do. Firstly, if you want to type a secret door, you can do something like what I just did right there. Or if I go ahead and go to the material tool, I go to the materials and I do force field. As you see, this force field is something that I cannot collide through. However, as I mentioned before, the collision tool allows you to phase through stuff. Basically, if you were to stand here, you would get shot. But if not, you won't take any damage. Now, for my build, if you watch the first two tutorials and you kind of come off from the first one, which if you do, then you do. I'll be changing that and listing the link of this video and that one, so you'll probably have come from that. But if you have watched that tutorial and you have seen how I built, I like to use force fields as my doors because I could easily make them turn on, off. If someone's trying to get my ass, all I have to do, close it off, I'm safe. However, if you want a secret passage that only you know about, all you have to do is similar to what I did with the force field. If you look at the color texture, it doesn't change. This basically allows me to no clip, or not really a no clip, but it turns off my collision when I enter this, which is how it's allowing me to go through it while I can't go through this. This is currently a solid. This is currently not a solid. If that makes any sense whatsoever. I hope it does. And do note that you don't have to do this in specific. If you want to do something else, then do it. It's your build. You do you. Now, since I don't want to keep you all for too long or much longer, I'm going to give you a little bit or some tips. Firstly, if you want a hidden ladder or something that's hidden, what you would need to do is go to the material tool, go to this, put the force field, and then make it 1, I believe. Yep, 1. As you can see, it's hidden. However, I can still climb up it. The only way that you'll actually know it's there, actually, hell, you can make it anything you want it, but I like to do force field. because it also adds it also makes it invisible. I mean, if you look at it from a certain angle, like if you were to look at it at this, you would need to squint a little bit, but that's just me. So again, if you want to make like a hidden ladder, go to transparency, make it 1. There you go. If you want it to be reflective, I don't know what this will do. I think this works with like neon. Nope. I don't know what the hell that does. But yeah, hidden ladder, hidden. Actually, you could also camouflage it. Like instead of me having it be invisible, what I could do, and this is only an example, I could do this, hide that, and I'll still be able to climb up it, which is the handy thing. I mean, of course, now you know it's what you saw me put it there, but other people wouldn't really know it. And I believe, if I remember correctly, you can still climb up it. I mean, it has to be close. Like, it can't be so far out. But, like, right here, it allowed me to climb up it. Plus, as you can kind of see right here, you can still see it enough to know that it's there. Now, moving on. If you want a type of... Hold on. If you want a type of hidden... Well, not really hidden per se, but a roof that only you can access. Oh, I should also mention, uh, I'll be putting in the comments on how to save the plots, how to load the plots, and if you don't want to check out the comments, then to save your plot, do S plot or save plot. Hold on. Save plot, and then the name. Whatever you want to name your plot, like you can name it Town Tower or Town Tower. Uh, I'm generic. I don't know names. So hold on. So this. So I saved this as Town Tower or as just town. If I want to reload this, all I have to do is do load town, I believe. Well, there's. Hold on, give me a moment. Okay, so what you are seeing right here is what I will be putting in the link or in the comments below. Not comments, hell. The description. I will be putting all of these in the comments below. I was looking to understand what it was, but this is the commands. I hope if you're seeing this right here, this helps you out. To also access the commands, all you have to do is do this, or I think that also works, or whatever. Now, before I go ahead and end this off, I want to mention one thing, and I want to make that clear. I do not know how to do the advanced stuff, like how to import the how do you call it? I do not know how to import certain stuff. Like if I was to go to my workspace or whatever, I don't know how to do that. Never understood how to. I've tried looking into it. I don't really know how to do it, so I apologize. Maybe I could do some research later on, try to figure that out. But I hope this was informative. I will go ahead and list in the comments. But I mean, you're going to be watching that in the video by now. But everything will be in the comments, and I will try to answer the questions faster than what I did before because I waited way too long for some. I also wanted to say thank you for all of those who did help out those I wasn't able to help. I really appreciate that. I just got busy with life and well, yeah, I don't know what the hell mature is, but well, yeah. Anyways, hope this helped you out, and I hope you'll have a good day. I will be more attentive with the comments, and I will try my best to get back to people. But I hope that this helped out. Without further ado, this has been Damien, and I'll see you all later. Peace. Before I fully end off this video, I do want to do this first. I think, here we go. This base that I created is in the second video, and it should explain some stuff there. I would like to mention that I use the lighting tool for some of the lighting on certain aspects, or really the point light, and then of course some other stuff. And really, it just the second video kind of explains it. I did kind of skip a little bit, but most of what is there is stuff that I explained in this video. Now, I hope this helped. And anyways, yeah. See ya, people.